Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be reviewing a latest launch in the market from the brand Nykaa, which is their matte to last foundation. And in this video, I am going to review it in depth. We are going to, cross-check every freaking claim made by the brand and figure out whether these foundations are worth the hype or not. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the tall claim which Nykaa is making is that these foundations have an ingredient called sebum, which is going to reduce the diameter of the pore size and thereby, giving you a very flawless look. So especially for people like me who have visibly open pores, a product like this can be a blessing. And to be very honest, there are a lot of pore minimizing primers in the market. And talking internationally, there are a lot of pore minimizing, not a lot, but yeah, there are, like, at least the good brands, they do offer pore minimizing foundations. But if we only talk exclusively made in India, then Nykaa is the first brand to come up with a pore minimizing foundation. So it's going to be a very interesting review video because we are going to try it and see it whether it really works or not. So before I say anything else about this product, I want to apply it and I want to see the before and after key, exactly what is the effect that this has on the pores of my face. Now before I do the application, I want you to have a closer look at my bare skin. So I do have the problem of open pores and you can see that this is how they look like without any primer or foundation. In my everyday life, I obviously apply a silicone based primer before and then I apply a foundation. But just for like this particular video, I want to skip the primer and I want to see how it performs without any, help of a primer. And the shade that I'm applying is 6Y medium. The application I'm going to do with my hands only because again, if I feel like I'll like probably just blend it over with a blender. But yeah, right now I'm just applying a little bit of foundation with my hands with a lot of focus over here. Blending this foundation is quite easy. Like, I was kind of revisiting my decision of not using a blender, but I think it's working fine. Just for a final touch up. And again, what they're saying is that when you apply this foundation, the pore reduction that you will see, that you will be able to observe after 15 minutes, right? And although I'm not like really focusing on the coverage or anything over here, but I feel that this foundation has done a good work. So now I'll just let it sit on my face for 15 minutes and then I'll like show you a close-up of how my face is looking. Okay, so 15 minutes are up and let's have a close-up of my skin. I definitely feel that yes, the appearance of my pores after this foundation is, it has reduced as in, in the diameter thing. I definitely feel that they are looking shrinker, and in spite of no major skin prep, no primer, nothing, I still feel that the base is looking good enough, right? So I think their tall claim about the whole pore minimizing thing is true to a great extent. Hi guys, welcome back. So I've just thrown in a little bit more makeup, concealer, blush, lipstick, eyeliner and all of that because I was actually feeling really blank without any color on my face. So yeah, my face is all decked up and now I'm ready to talk more about this Nykaa Matte to Last Pore Minimizing Foundation. Talking about this big claim, yes, I've already given into it. I have accepted that it does have a minimizing effect on the pores to a great extent. There are a few other things that I want to discuss about this foundation, starting with texture. The texture that they have provided in this foundation is actually top notch. I mean, it is neither too liquidy nor too powdery or thick, because it is actually if you think rationally, this foundation is actually meant for people who have a lot of sweat problem oil problem, people with open pores, oily T-zones, they are the primary target customer for this foundation. And sometimes when we are specifically talking about foundations with oil control formulas, they tend to be very powdery, they tend to be very thick in consistency. But with this, I noticed this thing that, you know, the texture is very, I will not say it is overly creamy, but it is just the right amount of creamy, so that when I was blending it, it was just blending really fine. And also another thing that I really liked about this foundation was that it was not drying up really fast. Sometimes it happens that, you know, when the consistency is too liquidy, the moment you apply it and you start blending it, you start seeing the change in the texture and you start feeling that foundation dry ho raha hai. With this, nothing of that sort was happening. So I definitely would like to congratulate Nykaa that they have come up with a very good texture for this foundation. On the pack of the foundation, they are saying that it is going to give you a velvety matte finish. With this foundation, I feel that the finish is more powdery than velvety, है ना? And for me personally, it was a disappointment because my face overall is dry. I only have an oily T-zone, so when I apply a foundation which has a powdery matte finish, I don't think it translates really well for me. I have clicked this picture like in natural daylight so that you can see that this is the true finish of this foundation. If your skin type is very oily, then probably this whole powdery matte thing will work in your favor. But for me personally, because my skin is more dry and less oily, I really wish that it had a more velvety matte finish. So yeah, that's about it. This foundation has a total of 15 shades in the market, so I will definitely say that Nykaa has tried to be very all-inclusive, because, you know, they have, like, you know, tried to include all the kind of skin tones they possibly can. So when I wanted to order a foundation for my skin tone, what I did was, they are providing you with this skin shade chart, right? Now you have to observe it closely. The first category is light skin tone. So only the people who are extremely fit can opt for light skin tone. So when I was ordering for myself, I eliminated all these 4 foundations because I am not extremely fair, right? After that, I also eliminated tan skin tone and deep skin tone because my skin complexion doesn't fall in these 2 categories also, right? Then coming to medium skin tone, for which they are offering you 4 shades. The first is 05P medium. So P means pink. The undertone that they're talking about over here is pink. My skin doesn't have a strong pink undertone, so this was also eliminated. The 08Y medium thing I felt will be a little too dark for me, so I was just left with 2 options, 6Y medium and 7N medium. And to tell you the truth, I ordered both of them, and luckily both of them suit me quite well. Although if I have to be very honest, I would say that the 7N medium, like right now I'm wearing the 6Y medium, but the 7N medium, the neutral thing, works even better for me. So if you are someone whose complexion is like mine and you do not have strong undertones, go for 7N medium. It will work perfectly for you. And if you do feel that you have a strong yellow undertone, then yeah, you have 6Y undertone and you have 8Y undertone to work with. So I mean, obviously purchasing foundation online cannot be as simple as purchasing foundation on the kiosk, but from the brand side, I would say that they have taken good effort in categorization so that you know, the whole purchase process can be slightly easier. Now these foundations are set to be long wear foundation because obviously they have all this oil control formula and everything. So of course I did a wear test. Hi everyone, so the wear test has started. इस foundation को मैंने 2:15 बजे लगाया था when I was actually making the video, and right now the time is 3:40. Wear test में जो भी result आएगा मुझे नहीं पता. I can tell you one thing कि जो इसका ये finish है बहुत amazing है. If you have oily skin or if you are someone जिसको soft, matte, smooth surfaces पसंद है, वेलकम बैक. सो राइट नाउ द टाइम इज 9:30. मैं अभी जस्ट अपने घर पे आई हूँ. आई हैव नॉट इवन चेंज्ड माई क्लोथ्स बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू शो यू द रियलिटी ऑफ दिस फाउंडेशन. तो आज का जो दिन है वो बहुत ह्यूमिड था. मुझे नॉर्मली बहुत ज्यादा स्वेट नहीं आता है, बट इवन टुडे, लाइक इवन आई वाज स्वेटिंग प्रोफाउंडली और स्पेशली इस एरिया में और चीक बोन्स में काफी स्वेट आया है मुझे. तो आई वांट टू शो यू द स्टेटस ऑफ द फाउंडेशन. अंडर आईज में डेफिनेटली क्रीजिंग हुई है ना. आप देखो इतना स्वेट था कि मेरा जो ये लाइनर है वो तक बहने लगा यहाँ कॉर्नर से, और यहाँ पर थोड़ी बहुत क्रीजिंग है. अपर लिप से फाउंडेशन हटा है क्योंकि यहाँ पे मुझे काफी स्वेट आया था, और इधर कुछ कुछ पोर्शंस में मुझे ऐसे लगा कि जो फाउंडेशन है वो कलेक्ट हो गया है ना. हटा नहीं है बट जैसे नहीं पैचेस बन जाते हैं. So I hope this full day wear test gave you good enough clarity on the wearability of this foundation. In conclusion, I would like to say a few things. If you are someone who sweats a lot, then please keep your expectations realistic, because I showed you the places from where I was sweating a lot and the foundation was actually misplaced from that area. So yeah, if you are someone who sweats a lot, you will struggle with the durability of this foundation. One thing that I really liked was that it managed, in spite of all the sweat and oil and everything, it managed to keep its matte finish throughout. So even though the foundation was removed from a few places, wherever it was there, it was pretty matte. So yeah, and also it did not feel heavy at all. Like I was in full on bahu mode. I did a full on makeup, but yeah, the foundation did not feel heavy at all. My verdict for this foundation is very clear. If you do not have the problem of open pores and you do not have the problem of sweating and all of that, you probably don't need this. But if you do have visibly open pores, then this foundation, especially paired with a pore minimizing primer, can actually help you a lot in dealing with it, especially when it comes to makeup. So in spite of the fact that it is little steep on the price, I would recommend it to people who have this problem of open pores, and especially the people who they have oily skin but they like to have foundations that give them that proper matte finish. So yeah, I think this foundation can come handy for all those people. But again, if you are someone who doesn't have any of these problems, you probably don't need it. So this was all from my side today for today's particular video. I really hope you had a good time watching this video, just like I had shooting this video. Whatever your feedback is, do write it in the comment section below. I'll see you again with a new video. Until then, bye bye, take care, and lots of love.